What's up, gang? I can guess we could consider this like a State of the Union. I can give you an update on what's been going on in the world of artistry here at the GrandAce Underwater Fortress. Okay, so basically, if you are not tuned in and you're out of the loop, haven't really been talking about it much on here, but if you're out of the loop, I've been dealing with some difficulties lately with my music distributor and with Spotify. Now, there has been a rampant uptick in something that they like to call artificial plays or artificial streams, which in reality are just bots running rampant. Now, in the past, there has been a small abuse of people going to different companies and services to run up fake plays because one, it tends to look better on their metrics as an artist. So when somebody goes to their page, they're like, "Oh, you have 500,000 monthly listeners or whatever," even if they really don't, it tends to attract more people to listen to them. Um, and then also, I really don't know any other benefit. But in recent times, with the upheaval of AI, there's been a lot of auto algorithmic placements of random songs from random artists. I'm talking large scale artists from indie artists, just all over the spectrum. Artists getting random songs placed on these playlists that don't really exist. They're just conglomerates of songs placed to be streamed from these streaming farms. And the reason why this is very hazardous is because as of last year, Spotify implemented a new policy where if you have a certain percentage of streams or more that they deem as artificial streams, they will penalize that song, take it down, and notify. Actually, I don't even think they take it down. They just notify your distributor and they will charge them a fee of $10. Now, a lot of distributors didn't want to deal with this. And instead of doing something sensible, like notifying the artist this is going on, they've decided that instead of dealing with, this inconvenience, they're just taking the songs down. My distributor happens to be DistroKid. I've been with them 8+ years. They've been wonderful up until now because they refuse to do anything about it. Now, the scary thing about getting added to one of these botted playlists is that when you get added to the playlist, as an artist, you are defenseless. There is a way to report it on Spotify, but the report button doesn't work. They will still flag the song later, couple months time, and then tell your distributor, and your distributor will take it down. You can hit them up directly, but there is no guarantee that anything will be processed, and you still may get hit with the flag a couple months down the road. And yeah, and on a distributor side, there's absolutely nothing. And the customer service, I tried contacting the customer service when this happened, and either you get no response or they kind of just blame you and they tell you, well, you really shouldn't be using these promo services and you really shouldn't be paying to be on playlists. And I'm like, I don't think you're listening. I've never used a playlist or a service of this nature. I don't know what you're talking about. Please stop blaming me. And then they just kind of disappear on you. That seems to be an experience that has been shared by the collective of artists on the internet. So it seems, and it's just really frustrating. So yeah, I've experienced some of my songs being taken down via botting, and it cost me a project. And granted, while I could just re-upload the project, the biggest problem that I have is incurring these penalty strikes on your account because my distributor, DistroKid, has a 3 strike policy. And after those 3 strikes, they just go ahead and terminate your account. And their customer service is so bad, it's not like it's going to get reinstated. I've seen in the past what they do is they just say, "Hey, yeah, we reviewed your account and we saw it's terminated. Thank you," and that's it. And I'm trying to avoid that because I have certain metrics, I have certain things like split set up on there, and then I really just don't feel like dealing with losing. So now anytime a song of mine gets botted or whatever, I just delete it and I just leave it at that because I really can't afford to deal with this incompetence from these million multi-billion dollar organizations that want to keep playing with my livelihood because this music is my livelihood, and that's the case for a lot of other artists. And now I've been hearing that so many artists have been dealing with this that I'm sure that something will happen, but it's just not happening in a timely fashion. I gotta live today. I gotta eat day, and they're playing with that. And I'm more fed up than I've ever been. I've been in the middle of promoting really cool songs that I just can't put my all into because I have to deal with, oh my God, I got added to another AI botted playlist against my will, and I can do nothing about it except just delete stuff. So yeah, if I'm working on, I think what I'm gonna do, I have a Bandcamp subscription. I have songs on Bandcamp. I think, but Bandcamp's been having their own set of problems. I love capitalism. It's fantastic. Ruins everything I care about. So yeah, for right now, I have stuff and options on Bandcamp, and I am working on transitioning things to my website. I didn't want to have, like, my problem is I don't like focusing on subscription based models or paid based models because I really want things to be accessible. And the beauty of streaming is while I get less than pennies per stream, it is a near passive way for people to still find out about me and to still enjoy what I do without having to make a overwhelming investment for me to stay afloat. They can just go and enjoy without thinking about it. But there's been a lot of hurdles to that. So I've been seeing. So I'm still going to try to keep things as accessible as possible. But I think I'm going to increase the channels of rerouting things back to me because corporate side of things has just shown how unstable this industry and how unstable this landscape can really become at a moment's notice. And so, yeah, I just wanted to let you know what's been up with me. It's been a harrowing experience. I wouldn't wish this on any artist, any indie artist of the sort. But, this is the reality that we've been given. And I feel like it will only get a little worse before it gets better. But I've seen a lot of people irate about it, but I just want more people to be a little more irate about it. But in the meantime, catch me on my sites, catch me on Bandcamp, and stay tuned for more details. If you want to contribute, support, whatever, that will have different ways. But I just want to keep things accessible and as free as possible because I just like doing this stuff off the passion of it. But yeah, thanks for listening to my rants. This game is cruel, but you know that. But I love y'all. Stay dope. Much love. This is me, GrandAce.